This is part two of our small segments with our interview with Dr. Scott Menzel on the Today and Tomorrow in Scottsdale podcast. Teacher retention is a huge problem for all schools. Look at how focused Dr. Menzel is on attracting and retaining top quality talent. If for some reason Dr. Menzel were to leave the district, there'd be a huge vacuum of qualified teachers that would leave. Listen to what he's saying about attracting teachers. Is this somebody you'd like to work for? If I was an educator, I would.
Let's talk about what's happening with teachers these days.
So this is a really difficult time. First, teachers have been asked to do things that they never anticipated they would have to do as a result of the pandemic. A very stressful environment. In addition to that, we're living in a polarized community, not only here in Scottsdale, but across Arizona and the country. And so we've got people who are maligning the efforts of our teachers. They work really hard and they don't get paid enough for the work that they do. They're transforming the lives of children by investing in them so that they can develop their full potential. It's amazing what our teachers do, and they don't get the respect they deserve. And so we're trying to do everything that we can. But we don't, if you think about it, coming out of college and depending on how much you had to borrow, you've got a pretty significant debt burden.
Yep.
And if you're making $45,000 a year, you can't live in Scottsdale.
Right.
So you're going to be driving from somewhere else. And how are you going to pay off your student loans and your house and living expenses? So trying to find a way to elevate the profession, pay our people what they need and deserve for the important work they do in educating our children, that's critical. And with the investment that the state could make, it would give us the ability to do more.
All the odds are stacking up. You've also had a tough time filling jobs because there's a lack of qualified candidates out there too that want to work here, right?
Yeah, it's not only us. So, for example, in special education, 2 months ago we were looking at nearly 30 vacancies for special educators. We've got that down to 15 now. It's still very difficult to find. And then because the market is so competitive, my neighboring sister schools are also doing the same thing. They're looking for teachers, special educators, paraprofessionals, everyone within the school system. So it is a difficult thing no matter where you are in the valley to find enough people. And we're not only competing with schools, we're competing with, for nutrition service workers, they can work at Culver, get a signing bonus, make $15 an hour, or they can come to work for us and they might have to travel to North Scottsdale to work for 3 hours during the lunch period. So, it's a difficult time to find and attract individuals.